So in this video, I'm gonna do hopefully a really fast overview of all the plants that I have and then kind of give tips as I go. But I also want to talk about these two books because they're like what started my journey. That one is, and then I got this one afterwards in hopes of not killing all of the 100 million plants that I bought. So we'll start over here. We've got a string of dolphins. It's like a succulent. You don't water it as often. This is also a succulent. My string of pearls. This is Eddie's pick. It's a lemon lime maranta or prayer plant. They call it a prayer plant because the leaves close up and at night and then open back up in the morning. So that's one of my favorite plants because it's fun to watch it change. This one I got for my birthday, this past birthday. It's a lipstick plant. I didn't know a lot about it. I don't know much about how to take care of it. I still need to look at my book, but I just thought it was pretty and it's hanging and yeah. This is a rubber tree. I think it's in the ficus family. I think it's pretty. I like leaves that aren't super green. This one's black almost. This guy's a little bit sad, but it's Eddie's money tree that he picked out. It's pretty. This is a peace lily that I got for Eddie. I think that peace lilies only deserve to live in nursing homes and 80-year-old women's houses. But, Eddie's got to pick a plant every now and then too. So there's his peace lily. These two coleus actually live outside. They're the only plants that I've gotten to exist outside without dying. But it seems pretty happy because it has this huge flower on it. But I like them because the leaves come out big, and the more sun that it gets, it changes color. So that one gets more sun than this one does. So it's turning yellow, and it's very pretty. I like the coleus. They grow really fast too. This is, I think, in the same family as the monsteras. People confuse them a lot. They're not the same. I got this one during quarantine, and I did a pickup online where I didn't get to pick my plant. So I ended up with this really crooked thing. I can't decide if I just want to clip it here and then propagate that part or what's the deal. But it seemed happy, so I might just let it be a freaking weirdo and do its thing. But it's called a Tetrasperma something, Rhapsodera or something. Leaves look like that. This is a bunch of carrot tops that I cut off and grew in water in the kitchen for 6 weeks. It seems happy too. It's even flowering. Maybe you can see that. So when a plant flowers, that usually means that it's pretty happy. And all plants flower actually, not just some plants like you would think, like orchids. All plants can flower. This is in the same family as this prayer plant. It's called a calathea. It's really sad on the edges because this plant needs a lot of humidity that I cannot give it in Utah. I need to invest in a really good humidifier, but I'm not rich, so I just used a spray bottle and I missed it. These leaves even need to be dusted, but yeah, I have to make sure that I water this one pretty often, otherwise it gets sad. Let's see. This is my favorite plant. Don't tell the others, don't tell them. It's just my favorite. This is one of the plants that sparked my interest when I very first got this book. The leaves grow like this, just cut. When it's a baby, they don't. They just look like that, but once it gets big. And it's beautiful. It's called a Monstera deliciosa. And then I have, this is another string of, I have so many string of just everything, it seems like. This is a string of hearts. They grow like that. They're so pretty. They even get these weird little seed pods that you can plant, I think. But I didn't know what they were at first, so I just let them do their thing and then they fell off. But it gets really tangled really easy. I usually have it in a macrame pot, but I brought it in here to show you guys. It was really long, but I just trimmed some of it to sell some of the cuttings because I'm all about making money off of the plants that I already have in order to buy new plants. Okay, so this is my succulent graveyard because let me tell you, I suck at succulents, okay? Everybody's like, oh, get a succulent. They're the easiest plant. You don't have to do anything. Just water it. No, don't water it. Don't do anything to it. Don't even look at it. Just put it in the spot that it gets the most sun it could possibly have, and then leave it be. And then it will grow little things. So let me show you like on this guy. So I literally just plucked this leaf off of that succulent right there. And then if you give it enough sunshine and it gets happy enough, it's hard to tell. It grows roots right here on the end, and then this leaf part will die, and you'll end up with a new plant off of that little green thing. So that's where all of those little green parts came from, other leaves that I killed and then put in the graveyard. That's why I call it that. I missed this one. It's a sweet potato vine. I keep it outside, and it got a little bit sad because I missed one day of watering it. It's been really hot, so my outside plants need water every day. But it's got some new growth coming up in there. Not mad at it. What else? This guy, I love to trade for cuttings of things just because I like to watch them grow. So I traded for this little spider plant baby that has some roots in it. And I also have this neon pothos clipping that Lauren gave me. It's got a new leaf coming up, but no roots. Oh, it's growing a little nubby right there. You guys, I'll get better at videos, I promise. But look, little nubby. I just keep them together. It doesn't really matter. As long as the roots are in water, it will grow. Oh man, this one, just wait. Ready? Okay, so this one I should have put in dirt like 4 inches of stem ago, of roots, I mean. But I'm lazy. And honestly, I'm kind of scared to transition clippings from water to soil sometimes, because sometimes they don't make it if I don't remember to water them enough. And I'm not the kind of person that likes to water plants every single day and check on them every single day. So sometimes that doesn't happen, and then they dry out and they lose a bunch of leaves, but most of the time they come back to life. This is another cutting that I had that I grew in water, and then I put this one in soil. It seems pretty happy. It's got all these new leaves coming out. It's called a teddy bear plant, I think. The leaves are so soft and fuzzy, and I think it looks cute in this little planter. It just kind of does its thing. It sits up against the window. This I also traded for from my friend Taylor. It's an avocado seed that I've got growing. They take like years and years to become a plant, but it does its thing in there. It grows little by little every day if I can remember to fill it up with water. This is also from my friend Taylor. Sorry, I shouldn't have named your names over this, but she gave this to me as a rescue because she said she was killing it and she didn't want it to die, and she thought I would save it because I'm the Pilea queen. Anyways, look at all the new babies. There's a baby there, baby there, baby there, baby there. Okay, and you guys, babies mean money. That means I can clip that off and sell it for like whatever, 2 for $5, however nice I'm feeling that day, and then make money off of this plant. So my plant of this that I bought, I paid like 20 bucks for it, I think, at Kroger or Smith's for Utah people. And I sold all of the babies that were in it, and I made even more money than I paid for the plant. So I got this plant for free, plus made a little money off of it. And he was pretty happy about that. That was the only reason he let me get it. I promised him that if he let me get the plant, I would make money off of it, and I did. Also, please ignore this. This is my phone setup that I've got going on. That's what I was using to prop up my phone. Okay, this is a dumb cane. It was a gift from my friend for my birthday. It was with this guy, this pretty ivy. They were potted together, but they were in a pot with no hole. And I'll tell you right now, the law in my house is that your pots have to have holes. I will not put a plant in a pot that doesn't have a hole, because if you overwater it, which is what I like to do, it's just gonna die. Like, there's no way for it to get rid of that extra water that it doesn't want. So the law, your pots have to have holes. This is they call it, it's kind of controversial, so I just call it a wandering whatever you want to call it. But it's very pretty. It like shimmers in the sunshine. I have a clipping of it right here because they grow so fast. I just wanted to watch it. This is like 3 or 4 days in water and it's already got that huge root. My favorite thing about plants, I think, is that you can literally, this is my plant, I can take a piece of it, put it in water, plant it, and then now I have a gift to give to my friend. So all of my neighbors have plants. All of my friends go home with plants. Plants are the way to go. If you get plants, you have unlimited gifts for your friends for the rest of your life. Okay, I know I said I was bad at succulents, but I'm gonna prove myself wrong a little bit here, because look at the flower on this guy. It is doing its thing, man. It's so cute. So this is a I don't know how to say it, dude. My accent's bad. Hawthornia. I don't know. The guy next to it, I honestly hate it. I don't like to touch the leaves. It freaks me out. It feels like, bleh. I don't know. It's gross. So I just put it. It looks pretty together though. So he can stay, even though I never want to touch him. This guy I've been wanting for a very long time, and I just recently bought him. I think I picked him up yesterday, actually. It's a Raven ZZ. Don't ask me what ZZ stands for. I don't know. Raven ZZ. So I have 2 ZZs. There's one right here, and then this one. So this is the Raven, or the black version of it. And I've been wanting that for a while. I thought Eddie would like the black version. My big ZZ, though, is growing like crazy, and it never gets any sun. This is actually the only plant that actually lives in here. So it stays right here, and it's like all the way away from that window. And it still has tons of new growth. So I'm pretty happy with that guy. He's probably one of my fastest growers. Let's see what else. This is my big aloe. It was one of my first plants. I think actually the first plant I bought online. I clipped off some of his ends because they were getting brown a little. He might actually be getting sunburned because of how much light he gets in my window now this summer. He probably needs to be watered too. I never water. I'm telling y'all, never ever do I water my succulents. Not even like once every 3 months, maybe, and that's pushing it. This is one of my exceptions though. So this is a succulent. It's called an elephant bush. But you can tell even right now, like when the leaves get wrinkly and they look like kind of sad, that means it's time to be watered. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that it's in a terracotta pot, because terracotta will soak up the moisture from the plant, so you need to water it more often. Tip, if you overwater your plants, put them in terracotta pots so that it helps soak up the extra moisture that the plant doesn't need. This guy, I don't know, I don't remember the name of it, and its sleeve tips are really sad, but I just bought him for like $5. I've been wanting one forever. He probably won't like it, but he's got some new stuff going on there. We'll see. He looks cute. This is a African violet. They bloom, they're supposed to, but mine's not happy enough yet, I guess. But it does have lots of new leaves coming out. This is a syngonium, or I think a caladium and a syngonium are the same thing, but whatever. It's got a new leaf popping out there. I grew that in water too from a clipping from a friend. This bamboo has died and came back to life like 3 times now. I had to pull off all of these leaves because they turned yellow. I think it had something to do with the water that I was using. I don't know. It's fussy about like tap water, so I used distilled water or boiled water, either one for it. But it's got some new growth coming right here. It grew all of its leaves back, so I'm pretty happy about it. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that now that it's summer it gets more sun than it did, but you literally do nothing to it. It just sits in this cool little stand that I got for it. You can watch the roots grow, which I think is cool. I'm all about clear containers to grow things in so that you can see the roots. I'm not gonna pick these up, but these are my 2 Dracanias. I think this one is a Dracania compacta. This one, I don't know what it's called. It's some kind of Dracania. But I think they look pretty together on a shelf. Okay, let's talk about Pillias, I guess, for a second. So this is like the mother of all Pillias. This is the like most popular variety. I think it's Pillia peperomioid. Listen, y'all, I'm not a genius. I don't know everything. I don't know the plant names. half of them just get called a plant, okay? But this is just for fun. So, Pilea peperomiode, correct me if I'm wrong. That's the one with all the babies. I have a few different kinds. This one is super sad, and I don't know what to do for him. I think I don't water him enough, but I gave him this little buddy sloth to hopefully be a little happier. This is another Pilea. It's a watermelon peperomia. I think that's really cute. This is my personal Pilea that I'm not, well, I was gonna say I'm not rescuing it, but I think it does need rescued. The leaves are a little limp, so that tells me that it needs to be watered. So I'm gonna put some water in that in a little bit. I'll probably just make another video about like watering and stuff so that it's not an hour long, this one. This will just be like my introductory to the plants video. This is a Fittonia that I got for my birthday from my friend. Fittonias are known as the drama queen plant because they will literally plop over and die, and then when you water them they just perk right back up like within hours. It's ridiculous, but it's really cool to watch. I like plants that change. This is also a gift from the same friend, and let me tell you, I am so scared to kill this plant because it is so beautiful and it's so dainty, and look at those weird rabbit feet, spider feet, whatever. So this plant literally gets more care and attention than all of my other plants combined. I'm not even kidding. So I keep it in the bathroom to make sure that it gets lots of moisture because it's a fern. I also mist it like twice a day. I water this one at least every other day, but not like thoroughly like I would my other plants. So this goes against every law that I have, because usually my law is to water thoroughly but not as often. But this one, it likes to have the soil the soil to be more moist, so you want to water it a little bit but more often so that the top stays dry, which also creates fungus gnats. Not fungus gnats. I don't know what kind of gnats they're called, but gnats. You don't want gnats in general. So that's why I bottom water my plants. We'll talk about that later too. But yeah, this is one that gets top watered out of the others. Okay, I think we just have a few more. This, sad, just dropped a few leaves. I traded for this guy because Eddie's been wanting a bonsai tree forever, like since I started my plant journey. And I don't know for sure if this is even an actual bonsai tree or if it's just a ficus or if that is a bonsai tree. But it's very sad. Someone gave it to me to rescue. I think it needs like a new pot maybe. I don't know what's going on in there. It looks like it has super high draining soil, so maybe it just needs a good soak. But we'll see. Hopefully we can save that guy for Eddie. This is one of my hanging plants. All my hanging plants hang in the window in the living room, but it's a Brazil philodendron. I have this guy is also a philodendron. He has like these crazy new leaves coming in. They look really pretty. I think this is a Black Prince philodendron. I got him through a trade as well. This is a Scindapsus pictus, I think, cutting. It's a little bit sad because this is what I was talking about earlier when I grew it in water and then I transferred it to soil. It's a little bit sad because I haven't kept up with watering it like I should. Yeah, we'll talk about that in another video too, in like a how-to video. Say hi to my Buddha. He lives outside with my coleus. This is one of my favorite pieces of all of my plants. This is another peperomia, one of the other families. I think that's so cute though. I paid $6 for this at Ross one day. I was like, I literally have to have it. This is one of my first plants. It's a snake plant. And when I first got this, it had 2 leaves that were about the size of this leaf right here, and now it's like huge. It's got a baby right there, so it's going crazy. Also up here, one of the local girls made this little sloth, and I just have some clipping in there. I don't know if it's a Hoya or whatever that is. It looks like some kind of succulent, but I'm not sure. I don't know, but I think that's everything. So I will make another video, I guess, about these books and about how I water my plants, about, just like how-to things I don't do, plant laws, Okay, thanks for watching this.